subscribe below. Hey, Double Nickel crew. So I'm hunkered down here for the night in a Walmart parking lot in St. Cloud, Minnesota. This is the first leg of my trip out west after departing this morning. But before leaving the Upper Peninsula, I stopped by a spectacular vista that I just had to share. After departing Lake of the Clouds this morning, I worked my way through northern Wisconsin into Minnesota, and I decided to crash here on this rainy evening. I really look forward to taking you on my journey to the Badlands tomorrow. I rolled up to my campsite in the Badlands after the sun had already set. I can only hope that my view at dawn will be as spectacular as I hope it to be.
It's about 4:30 in the morning. I'm in Wall, South Dakota at the Black Hills, and it's a beautiful night, but it's really windy. You can just listen to the wind here for a few seconds. You can see a star there through my moon roof. See if you can see the lightning off in the distance. It's about 100 miles away. There you go, you see the lightning. It's gonna be an epic view when the sun comes up.
I wasn't disappointed. After a quick lunch in Rapid City, I decided to make my way towards Colorado by cutting through the Black Hills. Pretty crazy, isn't it? I drove between Rapid City and where I'm at now. I went through one small town of 1,500 people. The name of that town was Lusk, Wyoming. And I just, about 20 miles back, went through a little bit bigger town called Torrington that had, I think, the population was 6,500. But I'm not bullshitting. Other than going through those two little towns, I drove 50 or 60 miles without seeing a man-made structure other than a fence. I'm talking about 50, 60, 70 miles of no habitable structure as far as you can see. It's really amazing on how expansive it is out here. 3 hours later, I was greeted by the sun as it set over the front range of the Rocky Mountains. The next morning, Lexi and I made the 75-mile ascent up the foothills of the Front Range through the Eisenhower Tunnel at the Continental Divide. We continued westward on I-70 past Frisco and Copper Mountain, and then over Vail Pass and onto my cousin's home in Glenwood Springs, Colorado. My cousin Dave and his wife Kathy are like a big brother and sister to me. It was fantastic to get a hot shower and have a great dinner and enjoy the view of the majestic Mount Sopris from their picture window.
So this hotel is the historic hotel right here.
This. Over the next few days, I got to spend time with family, including my 94-year-old great aunt, who with her late husband raised me and my sisters since we were small children. A trip up the Glenwood gondola was an unexpected thrill of my stay. The view from the summit afforded a panoramic view of the Roaring Fork River winding its way through the Rocky Mountains and merging with the mighty Colorado River near the Glenwood Springs Hot Springs. After 3 days of living in comfort, a warm bed, a stocked refrigerator, and a Keurig coffee machine, the majestic view of Mount Sopris from the picture window seemed to beckon. Lexi and I made our way the 20 miles to the Avalanche Campground in the White River National Forest. The weather was stunning, but after the sun set and the full moon rose, a front moved in, and the storm shook the sky camp all night long. By dawn, the front had moved on, and a few hours later, Lexi and I found ourselves in the high desert 10 miles north of Grand Junction. I found a perfect spot for the starting point for tackling tomorrow's bucket list item. the Colorado National Monument. Death. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's death. I'm at the Colorado National Monument at Cold Shivers Overlook. Over there is where is fenced, and this is not fenced. It is a precarious drop. People have signed their names over the years. Look at this. July 2nd, 1944. That is Grand Junction in the background. And there's where I camped. If you see those bluffs way far back, I camped in the desert, 7 miles in. Hey, if you enjoyed riding shotgun with me on this episode, please subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell. I look forward to taking you to Flagstaff, Arizona on the next episode of Double Nickel Road Trip.